Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 female characters to have ever touched the Mortal Kombat series. I'd like to briefly let you guys know that we currently have a partnership with Loot Crate. This month's theme is Mad Science. It will contain stuff from Resident Evil, Portal, Mega Man, and Psychonauts. Use our discount code HBTWarrior for a 10% discount. Now onto the video. Now for this list, there will be a certain criteria that each of the characters will have to meet. One will be power, so we know how strong they are when they go toe to toe with another opponent. I'll also be talking about their story arc, as I thought it's very important to kind of create a character that people care about, and we'll be taking references about them from both the old and new timeline. We'll also be talking about their impact within the franchise, to show off how much they've done, how memorable they kind of are because of it. I would like to remind you guys that this is my own personal list, so you don't have to necessarily agree with all of my choices here, and if that be the case, please put down in the comments below your own personal top 5. Now starting the list off at number 5, we have Jade, one of my personal favourite characters within the Mortal Kombat franchise. Jade was somewhat able to break away from the fact that she was more or less a Katana clone, and really was kind of able to become her own character in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and Deception, as she set out to rescue her friend, Katana, as she was under the influence of the Dragon King Onaga. The same thing is somewhat repeated during the events of Mortal Kombat 9, in which Katana is taken hostage by Shao Kahn. Now during the events of Mortal Kombat 9, she's able to prove that she's very capable of handling herself, defeating Tarkatans, Shogun, and even Smoke from the Lin Kuei, so she's definitely a very capable fighter. Now despite this, Jade does have a few flaws. Now although she was able to kind of break away from being a Katana clone, her character wasn't able to break away from Katana, and sadly this prevented any character development. It wasn't seen as Katana and Jade, it was seen as Katana and that other Edenian, which is the problem. By not breaking away from Katana, it kind of stopped her character development, and due to being sidelined for the most part, makes any impact she had within the franchise extremely weak. This is what unfortunately does drag her down on this list, as it makes her more of a side character than anything else. Now if NRS does take her character in the right direction, especially with the recent teasers that they've done, then I can definitely see Jade being higher on this list. But until then, she has to remain at number 5. Now at number 4, we have Sindel. There was no doubt in my mind that she had to be on this list somewhere, as she played a massive role in Mortal Kombat 3 and is the Queen of Edenia, so understandably it would be very difficult for me to want to keep this woman off this list. Now Sindel herself has flip-flopped between good and bad, but has proven on many occasions that she's truly a terrifying person to go up against, especially with her very recent acts in Mortal Kombat 9, and in my opinion probably the most shocking moment throughout the entirety of Mortal Kombat history, the complete and utter decimation of Earthrealm's forces. Now yes, it wasn't only her own power, as she was infused with Shang Tsung's energy, but it made it one of the most memorable scenes in fighting games, and allowed Mortal Kombat X to bring in some new characters to fill in the shoes of the old ones. But here's where Sindel falls extremely flat. She doesn't really have any character development, and much like Jade, she's just Katana's mum. Like fair enough, in Mortal Kombat 3 she was this crazed siren wife of Shao Kahn, but the second she kind of became a good guy, she was more or less a pushover, because in Mortal Kombat 4 when she finally got Edenia back, Shinnok instantly invaded, and even from that point onwards, she pretty much disappeared and became a side character's side character. And like I said, this is where she falls flat, because outside of her killing spree, Sindel doesn't really have any substance as a character, and I'll be honest, if she didn't even go on the killing spree she did, she wouldn't have actually made the cut for this list, and she's only solely on here for what she did in Mortal Kombat 9. Now at number 3, we have Sonya Blade, an OG within the franchise. Sonya has always been rather beloved by fans, almost appearing in every single Mortal Kombat game. Sonya's been seen as this very kind of strict and strong character, and as the leader of the special forces, she is expected to do that. Now there are some very strange changes to her in the new timeline, but they're not bad, they in fact benefit the character, humanizing her a little bit more. We see the struggle between her being a special forces operative and the mother of Cassie, how it's grown extremely difficult and put a strain on her relationship. So she is given a very good story arc, something that is very relatable to. Now from an action standpoint, I think she's one of the best stories within the game, as she's constantly having a war with Kano and his Black Dragon organization. It's very intriguing, and it's quite refreshing to not have it be about something magic related. Now due to being a member of the special forces, she's extremely deadly in terms of combat. Having trained from such a young age, she was more or less destined to be a really amazing ass kicker, and she really does live up to that. She's proven time and time again that she can go toe to toe with just about anyone, and has done a fantastic job of establishing herself as one of the best female characters in Mortal Kombat. Now at number 2, we have the Princess of Edenia, Katana. Now Katana has always been a massive name in Mortal Kombat, and she's a powerful leader and strong character. She's shown in both timelines that she's truly something to be scared about, being both very very fearless and powerful, and having defeated the likes of Johnny Cage and even her sister Milena, even killing her on one occasion. Now, although she's oftenly mistaken for being a damsel in distress and Liu Kang's love interest, she has simply proven more than enough that she is a force to be reckoned with. Now, in terms of impact, Katana's always had a very kind of crazy and fluctuating need to be in the story. From Mortal Kombat 2 to 4, she played very important roles, but from Deadly Alliance it gets rather lazy with her. But then again, the games did focus on completely new characters, so in that case it's rather understandable to see why she wasn't too integral to their plot. Now, despite this, Katana is seen by many people as the face of the Edenian forces, and she's rightfully earned that title and the number 2 spot on this list. And before we wrap this video up, here are some honourable mentions. Scarlet, an amazing character really, but someone that wasn't given the limelight they actually deserved, and unfortunately this is what prevented her from making the cut. Frost, although very cool in design, Frost was both underdeveloped and bland as she took this whole vengeance story arc, which was really dumb. Serena, loved by many fans, very understandable, she's like Sub-Zero's waifu, but the reason why she didn't make the cut is due to the fact that she just isn't that well developed. Outside of that, everything's great about her. Character design is definitely spot on. Now at the number 1 spot we have Milena. To be fair, no one should be surprised, but I'm not putting her at number 1 just because of her sex appeal, but I'm putting her at number 1 because as characters go in Mortal Kombat, she's in fact very complex, probably the most well executed female within the game. The somewhat true daughter of Shao Kahn, this half Edenian half Tarkatan hybrid is both beautiful and dangerous, working much like a Venus flytrap. She has shown on many occasions that when her father is not the Khan, she will step up to the plate and rightfully take her place, creating some of the best feuds within Mortal Kombat, be it in the old and new timeline. What also helps is that Milena is not afraid to get her hands dirty. She will willingly go out of her way to kill and eat people, and her crazed yet enticing personality is what really kind of have fans love her. She isn't this bare bones boring villain. That's what makes her so memorable. Now, despite not having the best win-loss record in terms of battle, it's shown in the original timeline that she's more than capable of getting behind enemy lines, being able to manipulate her way through enemy forces, and because of that she lands at number 1. And that's really it for this top 5s list, guys. Please let me know in the comments below what other top 5 Mortal Kombat related lists would you like to see me make, and if possible let's try getting this video to 750 likes, as you guys have been absolutely killing it recently. I'd also like to let you guys know that tomorrow I'm going to be covering on HBR Mortal Kombat Annihilation, so please come by and watch me tear that film to pieces. Now, as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care, and I will see you all next time.